I think it's just time for a quick WTF.
Oh, no.
This comes from Sunspoiled Stephen in Singapore. Okay?
Yes.
And remember, it's not about you. It's about...
And yet, in so many ways, it is.
Very long-term listener here. Like many listeners of my age, we watched some creepy things as kids in the 80s. Tales of the Unexpected, The Flypaper still gives me chills. This has to be something like Hammer House of Horror, maybe the compilation movies, but I cannot find it. Anyway, this movie, Mark,
Yeah, I'm listening.
saw a man, I'm sure it's 1970s-ish, who likely had bouffant-up hair.
Hang on, go back to the beginning. Do it again. I'm gonna get this, all right?
Okay.
How many weeks have we got left before we're off?
3 or something.
Okay, I'm gonna get one of these. I'm gonna get one film in the next 3 weeks. Okay, go ahead.
It's about a man,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the 1970s,
Okay.
who looked as though he had bouffant hair,
Right.
wearing bri nylon paisley, living in a posh or stately home, or maybe not, somehow kills, or maybe doesn't, someone who was then buried in the graveyard outside. The man has several pictures on his staircase, of the external view or not. The man started noticing the picture on the stairs changing to show the murdered person's grave being unsettled. The more the pictures changed over the days, the soil opened in said picture until eventually the picture detailed the hideous ghoul arising from the grave and so on, till eventually the picture shows the ghoul at the door, and then there's a... Oh, hang on. Have I been-
I can't believe you had that script.
Okay,
That really
here we
doesn't work.
Okay, and then all of a sudden,
Avon calling.
I've lost my place. Anyway,
All of a sudden,
there's a ghoul at the door.
you can edit that, can't you?
Mr.
Make it seamless.
Mr. Bry Nylon has a heart attack and keels over down the stairs. I'm fairly sure he dies this way. I'm surprised the static electricity from his shirt on the carpet didn't act as a defibrillator. Anyway, this film still puts the willies up me to this day, and hoping to source it so I can terrify my teen sons equally. From Sunspoiled Stephen.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like... Did you say at the beginning that it sounds like one of those anthology films?
Yes.
Yes, so it sounds like a story
Stately home, pictures on the stairs.
Yeah, but it sounds like a story in an anthology because that's it. That's a sort of short story, monkey's paw kind of thing, you know.
What's the monkey's paw got to do with it?
Well, the monkey's... Because it ends up with the knocking on the... You know the monkey's paw? You've read Danse Macabre?
No.
Have you never read... You love Stephen King's
I
writing.
don't think I've read Danse Macabre.
You've read On Writing by Stephen King.
I have read On Writing.
Right, okay.
Twice.
Okay, I'm going to get you a... You'll love Danse Macabre. It's brilliant, but it talks about the monkey's paw as being one of the key, iconic horror stories. I won't attempt to... Because I won't do it justice. But Stephen King does one of these, it's... Anyway, fine. So I don't know what that is.
If you've got any idea...
It'll be Hammer House of Horror or
And Roy Castle will be in it.
Yeah, exactly.
mayo@bbc.co.uk. And maybe you can help. Or maybe you just like to express your desire
Simon,
for the feature.
Paul, can you give me just one between now and the end of the programme that I can get right?
It's about a nanny.
I can't
who
remember
comes
what the
back.
film is.
She floats in on an
That's right, yeah.
umbrella.
It's a girl. She's in her bedroom having a terrible time, and her mum has to get some blokes dressed, like that.
And her head spins.
Although sometimes I feel like, that bit in The Perks of Being a Wallflower? When the big problem with The Perks of Being a Wallflower is there's that thing when they go through the tunnel, and they have the thing called the tunnel song, and nobody knows what it is, and it's Heroes. And you go, how do you not know what this is? That's what I feel like every single time. Every single time.